There's no doubt about it.
Joey and
Marky. Hiya.
Hi.
Boy, what
Hello.
a pleasure.
How are
Good
you?
to be here.
Have you ever seen our show on TV, The Real Truth, Joey?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it since I was about 5, I would think.
Really?
Yeah, I used to watch Memory Lane.
That's right.
Yep. My mom used to turn around and say, Mom, I want to watch the show.
Well, your mom always had good taste in
She
programs
has taste.
and in sons, right?
Right.
Marky, where have you been? Leave us a little bit of the highlights in the
Mark was
recent...
adopted.
Well, we just got back from Puerto Rico. We did a 3-4 day tour out there in front of about 10,000 people for the American Surfing Awards there. And that went really well. And it's just another new market that opened up for us, and we're really happy to play there.
Marky is the drummer, and you're the lead singer, Joey.
Right.
A little bit, Joey, on how you broke into the show business game, and what are your aspirations as of this point? And that's a mouthful, right, Paul?
It's a mouthful,
the
right
beginning and the future goal, that's a mouthful.
Well, we started in '74, and we sort of, at the time, rock was kind of, lost the spontaneousness, and it was kind of prefabricated. It was the height of disco and corporate music, and we sort of were a reaction to that and put the
fun back.
We gave it a kick in the arse and put the fun and excitement back in.
The Ramones saw fit at that moment to turn the music establishment upside down and dare to be a little bit different, right, Marky?
Right, to make the song shorter, more to the point, a lot more exciting. Instead of 10-minute extended guitar solos, we shorten these things down to the way singles used to be in the 50s and 60s. And it worked. It worked out just fine. We believe in the 2 minute and 30-second approach to a song.
I wasn't part of that underground rock scene, Paul Cavalcante, in those early 70s, but I'm learning, I'm learning by injection a few years later.
We have to invite you to the show.
Where? I want to be there.
It's Hofstra College coming up, March 11th.
Paul, you're the MC right now. Take it away, Paul Cavalcanti.
Take it away, Paul.
Take it away.
Well, as Joey said, in the 70s at this particular time, disco was big, and the Ramones came along with a kind of rock and roll that you could dance to, and we hadn't seen that in a long time, and especially your cover versions of 60s songs like A Little Bit of Soul and Time Has Come Today by the Chambers Brothers. I mean, that's where a lot of the fun music was, and I think it has an appeal for all ages in that regard, kids or people who grew up in the 60s.
But we know you love metal, Joey, but do you love ballads as well?
Yeah, I love everything.
Yeah, anything that's good.
Anything that's great.
Yeah, anything that's
tasteful,
really good, that's tasteful, and that's good.
You are what they call loquacious?
That's it.
I like that word.
We're
Yeah,
loquacious.
sure.
It's a new word for me today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make Paul happy and the Ramones happy. Me happy, you happy. I want to play one of the videos.
We want to make you happy, Joe.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially since you grew up watching me, right? You
Right,
grew up tall, right?
Yep.
You're about how tall?
6'3".
6'3". And one of the Ramones is doing something individually now. He was here.
Yeah, Dee Dee.
Yeah,
Brother Dee Dee.
Dee Dee King.
Now, when he steps out and does a thing like that, is that with your blessing and approval?
Yes, we
Yeah,
bless
it
him all
is,
the
definitely.
way.
All the way,
We
right?
gave him our
Yeah.
blessings.
Mm-hmm. Were you sorry when the Jay Giles band broke up and Peter Wolf went out on his own? Was that kind of a sadness in the rock and roll business, or those things
Well,
happen?
Peter's great.
Yeah.
Peter's great.
Yeah.
What's part of the happy harmony of your group, that there's no internal strife?
Well, we all like the same music. We all grew up around the same time. We're all the same age. And we like the same things, and we have a lot to talk about.
We like each other.
We all get along. We're a very healthy unit.
Paul, as you know,
And we like Paul, too.
Yeah,
one announcement, they sell out. So this for the people who can't buy tickets.
Sure.
We're going to play one of those videos that have become, are they as important now in promoting a record as they were a year or two ago when this whole...
Oh, yeah. This is sort of the new promotional tool.
Yeah,
Video.
it's visual.
Not necessarily it's a good thing, but that's life.
In the old days, you would play a record. Now you got to see the record, right, Paul?
Mm-hmm. That's the way it goes.
We'd rather they just come see us live, because that's the best presentation of all.
You're going to see them now semi-live on videotape.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to lean back with me, and this is what they call Of the Moment, the Ramones on one of their red hot tapes, and it goes exactly like this. They were discovered by the musical elite, and now we've rediscovered them all over again. That's one of their most recent videos, and may I ask you why I mean, I love black and white, but what made you choose black and white, Joey?
It's classic.
Classic.
Yeah, it captures that feel. of like a B film in the 50s, early 50s.
You like B films?
Oh, yeah, certainly, definitely.
We mentioned Ronald Reagan. He made a lot of B films back in those days, right?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Say that one more time.
Yes, he did.
Paul, what is your informed assessment of... My anchorman is Paul Cavalcanti, radio personality supreme. Paul, I want to give it to you in 1 second. Gentlemen, Joey, and when you were a youngster growing up, whose music did you listen to? Which groups were you, or individuals were you fans of mostly?
Well, I'd say a group that really inspired me the most and sort of left a lasting impression was The Who.
The Who.
I saw them because when I was 16 for the first time, it was a Murray the KO show at the 59th Street Cinema.
Right.
And it was like 30 bands on the bill. It was The Who and Cream the first time they were in America. And that's really what...
Were you inspired a little bit by the Led Zeppelin?
Oh, Led Zeppelin are great. They're classic.
Yeah.
You know,
A little bit by the Grateful Dead?
Well, I'm happy for them now.
Yeah, we liked more of the louder, heavier bands in those days.
You know, we like.
I like Jimi
We
Hendrix
sort of
a lot.
absorbed everything, and the output is us. You know, it's music and life and experiencing life. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, like Roy Orbison, all
Beach
kinds
Boys,
of, you know, Buddy Holly.
Jan and Dean, Little Richard.
But yeah,
Let me
Stooges, T-Rex.
let me
Yeah.
start a sentence. You finish the sentence. The Ramones sound is a result of...
Combination of a lot of things. Street life, growing up, the musical influences that we just combined together.
How would you...
Corruption.
Corruption, right. How
We're
would
all corrupted.
all corrupted, but very clever. I'm chatting here with the clever and legendary Ramones, Joey Ramone and Marky. Marky, how would you describe your drumming style?
Oh, I guess like a locomotive. It's just continuous, straight, non-stop. The 1, 2, 3, 4 counts is what the band is known for, too. And it's just a very fast 4/4 pace, musically speaking.
Anxious.
Yeah, anxious.
Dynamic.
On the edge, powerful.
Mark's my favorite drummer.
Very dynamic.
And
You
then keep
know, a very
drum bottom.
16th notes on the hi-hats, a continuous. That can be very hard.
Well,
to
he's
do.
my favorite drummer, too, after Gene Krupa. No, I'm only kidding. Side by side with
yeah,
Gene Krupa.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Thanks.
And I'll give you a quiz. Who played Gene Krupa in the movies?
Sal Mineo.
You're amazing. How'd you know that?
Because Sal Mineo is great.
You know your stuff.
Yeah.
I once had Sal Mineo, Gene Krupa, and Mickey Rooney on the same TV
Wow.
show. Paul, you're the boss right now. Well, you're the interviewer. Take over.
Well, I just have to say the first record I ever played on the radio was Do You Remember Rock and Roll Radio? That's when I started, and the Ramones have always been, part of my routine. What do you guys like to listen to today? Do you feel that some of those bands like the Dead Milkmen, who are sort of goof bands, do you think they're causing any harm or turning people on to music? Or
I like Motorhead and AC/DC and the Rattlers.
how about the Smiths
Manitoba's
and
Wild
things like
Kingdom.
that? Do you like what's going
Nah, I
on in
don't like
England
them.
today? No.
I like the Taxed. Band The Taxed.
Could you verify or confirm or affirm something that I was told once? You know what I was told once? That the money generated by this kind of entertainment, Paul, which means rock and roll, concerts, records, is bigger in gross cash volume than the following combined: television, movies, sports, and radio. Which means, Michael Jackson concerts, Bruce Springsteen, Ramones. I mean, is that possible that the rock business is bigger than movies, television, sports, and radio combined? Is that...
I could see it nowadays being so. I mean, whereas all these the different aspects of, everyone's sort of getting into music. They're trying to kind of take a piece of it. Like the Wrestling Federation now, it's all sort of rock and roll and.
Influence, rock and roll influence.
Yeah, and everybody's
Yeah, the
I guess the
videos.
glamour of it or whatever. It's
Yeah,
sort of whereas the films of the 30s or whatever was sort of glamorous those days,
Rock and roll is in all of the media that you mentioned.
Right, it's on all the
permeates
mediums
everything.
now.
Can't miss it, right?
Even the commercials are based on rock videos. The shorter. There's so many certain.
Name some of the movies you're in. I want to watch them late at night on TV. Name any movies that the Ramones are in.
Rock and Roll High School that we did
Rock and Roll-
with
Roger
Roger Corman.
Well, Roger Corman is great.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great, yeah.
Let me show a picture of is this the entire group?
Yeah, that's
Yep,
entirely, that's
there we
today.
are.
They're
The band
busy.
today.
They're on back
Our
from
lovely selves.
Yep.
tour, going on a tour. They're fantabulous, and Mr. Cavalcanti, will you be my anchor man for the rest of the show and meet some nice people? And
Absolutely.
will you
I'd
keep
love
on
to.
playing their records on the radio?
Can I say hi to Neil Cohen?
Say hello to everybody,
Yeah.
please.
Hi, Neil.
I like
Hi,
to
Nancy.
say hello to Fred Bell, a great guitar player, and his friend Al and Teddy of the Tax.
Marino Arturo. And Mickey Lee.
Tommy Gunn.
What's your favorite?
Don Hill.
Don Hill? What's your favorite Ramones cut of all time?
That's difficult.
There's so many. I love Rock and Roll High School and Rock and Roll Radio.
Rockaway Beach. That's my favorite.
We're going to rock out with Sherlock Holmes. I want to thank Joey Ramone, who is, you can take my assurance, on top of the world right now. And